It was one of those free periods when the teacher hadn't arrived yet, and the students were busy talking, joking, and teasing each other. In the middle of all this noise sat Ion, quiet as always, scribbling something in his notebook. A group of boys gathered near him. "Hey Ion," one of them shouted, "do you have a girlfriend?" The others burst into laughter. Ion didn't respond immediately. He kept writing. "Come on, man, everyone has one these days," another boy added, nudging him. Finally, Ion looked up. "Yes," he said calmly. The boys went silent for a second, then exploded. "Oh, Ion has a girlfriend. What's her name? Tell us." Ion paused, his eyes softening. "My girlfriend's name is Mom." The laughter stopped. For a moment, no one spoke. Then someone chuckled awkwardly. "Very funny, bro, we're serious." But Ion didn't smile. "I am serious." The silence that followed. The room grew quieter, as if something invisible had settled between them. Ion closed his notebook and leaned back. "You guys think love is just about holding hands, texting all night, or posting pictures online," he said softly. "But the purest love I've ever known is hers." Someone whispered, "He's being dramatic." But Ion continued, his voice steady. "She's the only one who never left me, even when I had nothing to offer." A childhood without ease. Ion wasn't always this quiet. There was a time when he used to laugh loudly, run freely, and dream without fear. But life changed early for him. His father passed away when he was just 6. It happened suddenly, a heart attack that no one expected. One day, his father was smiling at him, promising to take him to the park. The next day, he was gone. Ion didn't fully understand death back then. He just knew that his mother cried every night, and the house felt emptier than ever. A mother who became everything. From that day, his mother became his entire world. She was no longer just mom. She became father, friend, teacher, protector. She worked tirelessly, sometimes sewing clothes late into the night, sometimes taking small jobs just to keep things going. Ion often woke up at midnight to find her sitting under a dim light, stitching fabric with tired eyes. "Mom, you should sleep," he would say. She would smile gently. "I will, after finishing this. Go back to sleep, my son." The little lies of love. As Ion grew older, he began to notice things. Like how his mother always said she wasn't hungry, even when there was barely enough food. Or how she claimed she didn't like new clothes, but always made sure he had the best she could afford. One night, he caught her eating leftover bread soaked in water. "Mom, why are you eating this?" She smiled. "I like it this way." But Ion knew. It wasn't her choice. It was sacrifice. The question that changed everything. Back in the classroom, the boys listened quietly as Ion spoke. "She never told me how hard life was," he said. "She just made sure I never felt it." He looked down at his hands. "People say love is about receiving. But she taught me it's about giving, even when it hurts." A moment of realization. One of the boys, Samir, spoke softly. "But why call her your girlfriend?" Ion smiled faintly. "Because she's the only one who loves me unconditionally." He continued. "She listens to me when I'm broken. She supports me even when I fail. She sacrifices her happiness for mine. Isn't that what everyone looks for in love?" No one had an answer. The day Ion broke down. Ion took a deep breath. "There was a time I almost gave up." The boys leaned closer. "It was during my exams last year. I failed badly. I felt like I was useless, like I was wasting her hard work." He paused. "That night, I decided I would leave." "Leave?" Someone whispered. "Yes, I thought she deserved a better son." The letter he never gave. Ion reached into his bag and pulled out a folded paper. "I wrote a letter," he said. He opened it slowly. "Mom, I'm sorry. You worked so hard for me, but I couldn't become what you wanted. I don't deserve your love." His voice trembled. "I was about to leave the house when..." He stopped. "When she called my name." A mother's instinct. "She was standing at the door," Ion said. "I don't know how she knew, but she knew. She hugged me, tightly. And she said something I'll never forget." Ion's eyes filled with tears. She said, "You are not my achievement, you are my heart. If you leave, I stop breathing." The power of one sentence. The classroom was completely silent now. No jokes, no whispers, just listening. "That day, I realized something," Ion said. "I don't need to be perfect for her to love me. She already does." Back to reality. The bell rang, but no one moved. Samir looked at Ion, his voice heavy. "I never thought about my mom like that." Another boy added, me neither. Ion smiled. We all love our mothers, we just don't realize how much they love us. A simple truth. As the students slowly left the classroom, Ion stayed behind for a moment. He looked at the empty desks and whispered to himself. People search for love everywhere, but the purest form of it is already at home. That evening, when Ion reached home, his mother was in the kitchen. You're late, she said, smiling. Had some work. He walked up to her and hugged her tightly. She was surprised. What happened? Nothing, he said softly. Just wanted to hug my girlfriend. She laughed. Poggle boy, the ending that isn't really an ending. Love doesn't always come with flowers, dates, or fancy words. Sometimes, it looks like a tired woman working late at night. A silent sacrifice no one notices. A warm meal made with love. A hug that heals everything. Ion knew one thing for sure. He might meet many people in life, but no one would ever love him the way his mother does.